Ready to roll? You're muted.
Yeah, I muted me, so yeah, I'm ready. This thing's scaring me. I'm ready.
All right. I'm so glad you're here, Alvin. I just want to welcome Alvin from Fox Cities, Errands and More on this 13th Color Bowl Spotlight, which is an amazing number, knowing that we've done 13 so far. And so I just want to say this is the Color Bowl Spotlight, which happens every month, connecting entrepreneurs of color in Northeast Wisconsin. My name is Mia Jung. I work for UW-Madison Division of Extension, focusing on economic development with entrepreneurs of color in Northeast Wisconsin. I partner closely with Color Bowl on a variety of programs, such as this one. I was going to quickly introduce Alvin here. Alvin and Amanda Brown are the co-founders of Fox Cities Errands and More, LLC, a local business serving homeowners of the Fox Valley. Together, the family business helps people maintain their homes by offering gutter cleaning, landscaping, snow removal, errands, and a variety of other services. The business started in 2018, and then they were focusing on filling a gap, serving senior citizens with a variety of home upkeep. The company has now expanded to working with emergency shelters, similar facilities, helping disenfranchised people find employment. And everybody, I just want you to know it's an interactive experience here. So if you have any questions or you just want to show Alvin and Amanda Brown some love, just please feel free to chime in the chat box. Now let's dig in. Alvin, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
It's great to have you.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
So would you mind just telling us a little bit more about your motivations and the journey of starting Fox Cities Errands and More?
My motivations for starting Fox Cities Errands and More is because I want the freedom to be able to have my family, to be able to not have to deal with someone telling me when I have to be to work, how, what the things like that. What time I have to be to work, when I can take vacation, when I can, have Christmas, Thanksgiving, and things like that off, and just the financial freedom of it is my motivation to start my business and get it going.
That makes a lot of sense. Now, when you got started, Alvin, how did the business support look like when you got started in terms of, did you get any formal support or was it more informal? Meaning, did you get business planning support, any loans, grants, or was it more like family and friends?
When me and my wife first started the business, we didn't have any support. When I say any, it was just me and her. We put together our own business plan. We sat down and figured out what we needed to do to be able to get the business to start making some income. And one of the approaches that we came up with was we said that we would print these flyers and then start going door to door. And that's pretty much what we did. As far as loans or anything, we didn't get any loans. Nobody would give us a loan, especially me being the ethnicity that I am. No one would give me loans. No one, we would ask questions to different people about how to start it, different landscaping companies, handyman companies. No one would give us information because I guess they felt we were competition, and that's just an assumption. But we had to figure it all out on our own, and that's pretty much what we did. And here we sit today.
And has that changed at all since you've actually grown quite a bit?
Not really. I mean, it helped. Like a couple of years ago when we ran into you guys and we was down in Oshkosh, we got the help there, and we've got help from I can't think of Matt at Prospera. We've got help with him, of giving us what we need to do to walk us through the process. But again, there's been hurdles that we have had to jump over and still jumping over to get to where we need to get to. But as far as loans or anything, we really haven't had any loans. We did get the COVID grant, which is one grant that we got. We got that, and we thank God for that. But other than that, everything just been Us getting out hustling and just putting together like business plans, marketing, advertising, and just going to like different meetings and handing out our cards and making our presence known is where we mostly got our revenue to get the stuff that we have. And right now today, I'm probably jumping a little ahead, but right now today
That's fine.
we own over $300,000 worth of equipment that's paid for. We don't own any loans on it or anything like that. So,
Wow, good for you. Yeah, I mean, Alvin is referring to the co-working space that used to be out of Fit Oshkosh in Oshkosh. So the Colorable Business Association was supporting that space with the various business support for entrepreneurs of color. So thanks for referencing that, Alvin. Unfortunately, it's no longer up and running since Fit Oshkosh dissolved last year. And Alvin, you're not alone. There are a lot of business owners of color out there that do not either, they don't even necessarily ask for formal business support, which is of course unfortunate, but what you're talking about is just an unfortunate situation for a lot of Black and brown business owners, unfortunately. So Alvin, in these 3 years now when you've been up and running, how has your business grown and changed?
I've actually been running 5 years now. It's been,
been 5.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. We've been in business 5 years, and how my business has changed, it definitely has changed tremendously. We now have an office space in Menasha, 634 Airport Road, that we rent to be able to store all of our equipment, because we were in our home doing it, and we had so much equipment, our trucks, our trailers, our lawnmowers. We had all that stuff just sitting outside, so people were just kind of getting irritated with us and things like that. So we finally sat down, looked at our books, and saw and tried and figured out that okay, now it's time for us that we can get a commercial property to be able to rent to be able to put our equipment and stuff in. So we've grown that away. We've also grown with even learning our books more. We just got a new program, well, not a new, but we've had it over 3 years, a program called Market that's been tremendous to us. It helps us to keep our books. It helps us to monitor and be able to look back and see what we made for the particular day, the month, and the year, where our losses and things like that coming from. We're using that now, which is a big help to us. It helps us also to keep track of our clients and things like that. The other place where we've grown as well is we've become more knowledgeable, and we make it a practice to try to become more knowledgeable of the services that we offer. Because getting in business, you got the basics of it, and you do what you know, and you figure out that there's other things that you could do to add a value to the business. So we've learned to do that, which some people call it upsell. We learned to upsell our business, different services that we have. As you see now, I'm wearing a U-Haul hat. Yep. We've incorporated that into our business, where now that's what we call a passive income for us. Okay. So we've grown pretty big. We're still reaching out there to try to figure out how can we hit our mark of what we're trying, our goal of our financial goal, should I say?
Well, that makes sense. You're still a pretty young company.
Yes, ma'am.
And then, in terms of like lessons learned from your infancy into being more of a mature company, can you share any lessons learned, Alvin, that you would like to share with fellow entrepreneurs of color?
Yeah, my first lesson is learn. What can I say? Make sure that you got all your paperwork in order, because when we first started, we didn't. I was just gung-ho about getting the business started and didn't expect it to take off as fast as it did. So it kind of took off faster than I expected. So we started getting our finances started building up pretty quick. We didn't have a CRM, which is a customer relation management tool. We didn't have that. We have that. We now have a bank account, which we didn't have that either. I advise everyone to get a business account separate from your personal account, so that you could be able to pay yourself from that. we still working on the thing. We're learning to pay ourselves. That's another learning lesson that I need to learn, because we wasn't paying ourselves. We were just dumping everything back into the business. So first thing is pay yourself, whether it's $5, $20, $100. Make sure you pay yourself, because you do need to enjoy your money. Because if you don't enjoy it, then what'll happen is the business then become more of a burden than a success or happiness. Another thing I learned is as far as your bills and stuff like that, make sure that you categorize those properly for your accountant, because they will charge you extra to go in and do that. So make sure you categorize
You
them
learned that the
properly.
hard way.
Yes, ma'am. Make sure that you're taking down your mileage, no matter what service you're offering or whatever the case may be. If you have to go somewhere to pick up an item for your business, make sure you document that mileage and put it in there, because it is a tax write-off.
Okay.
Just the most important thing I could say, leave it that on this topic is just always, if you don't have a meeting with, if you don't have partners that you have meetings with, at least take that a day or so to continue to look back over your business and see where your progress is and what you can improve. Because if you don't, what'll happen is you'll get a pile up, and now what you're doing is you have to go back and you're overworking yourself, because for the simple fact, now you got to go back and try to put everything in its place, when if you do it as you go along, then it's not as much.
That makes a lot of sense. You do have some folks here just showing their love on Facebook, and Kim Yada's got a question for you about, she's first saying just the way you guys have grown is awesome. It's good you're able to identify them. And what does your business offer? She would like a little bit more clarification on exactly what Fox Cities Errands and More offer, Alvin.
So what Fox Cities Errands and More offer is we offer landscaping, handyman work. We also do snow removal. We do light in-home care, which is in-home care was one of our major things that we did when we first started, but we kind of trying to fade away from that and try to focus more on our handyman landscaping stuff, because we figured out that the landscaping and the handyman work is what brings us our most money. So we want to focus on those services.
Gotcha. Let me just find the next question. I was multitasking here with Facebook. So what is one area of your business, Alvin, that you would like to strengthen as you see it now?
I would like to strengthen my office personnel, and I definitely would like to strengthen the marketing.
Okay. And then what is it, is there something in particular you're especially proud of with your business?
I'm proud that we was able, I mean, not nothing really in particular. I'm just happy that we are where we are, and I'm happy to say that we didn't have a lot of help with getting here, and it was work. But now that we sit back and look at it, it was well worth it, and we still got ways to go, but I'm pretty satisfied with where we have come from to where we are now, because you can see the success, and you can see the support from individuals who kind of relate to what we're going through. We try every now and then to share our story on our Facebook page or our business page, or when we talk to clients. That's another key I give to all you, everyone that's watching. When you dealing with clients, I mean, try to build a relationship with them, because when you build a relationship with them, that's what's gonna keep that client. It's not necessarily the product or the service; it's the relationship that you build with the client.
Ain't that true? I mean, Alvin, that comes up so much in these conversations, is the relationship aspect of running a business. And that seemed to be also the biggest marketing strategy for a lot of small businesses, is to build those relationships with referrals, working word of mouth. Is that also your experience?
Yep, Yep, working word of mouth. One of the ways that we use even now today, a lot of people like to do away with it because now we got social media. But I like the interaction with my clients. So we still do door to door. And a lot of times, for a lot of businesses, they'll say, well, you wasting time sitting there talking to the client and listening to what they got to say and things like that. But that's how we build our client. Like I got I got over like 400 clients, and I have a one-on-one with every one of them. Like they know my story, I know their story. When I go to do it, whether it's their moorings or their handyman work, whatever the case may be, we sit down, we talk, and they let me know what's going on in their life. We got in our CRM. We got in our CRM when their birthdays are, things like that. So we send them gift cards or birthday presents or whatever the case may be to try to build a relationship with them.
Yeah. Wow. You have two more questions from the audience. Ramona and Kimyat are both asking, how far do you travel for your services?
Oh, depends on the service. For moorings, we won't go outside of Nina. We stretch from Nina. No, I'm sorry. We stretch from Oshkosh to Little Chute. For handyman services, we stretch way to Chicago. From Chicago to Howard. It just depends on the dollar amount and how much we can make from that job. And I try to make sure that my contractors make where it's something that's where my contractors can be happy with as well.
That makes sense. And then also another question, Kimyat is asking, do you find it hard to find employees?
Very hard.
Okay.
It's very hard, but as we all know, everybody's struggling with employees right now. And as long as they keep giving away this COVID money, I think it'll be even harder to get employees. But what I find useful is when you empower other people and try to teach other people to become entrepreneurs, which is what we try to do, it helps a lot. And what I mean by that is we contract out a lot. And how we do our contracting is we really go up to individuals and ask them would they want to be their own boss. And when they say, yeah, we ask them, would they allow us to show them how. And so what we do as a company is we 1099 them and we contract them. We just tell them like, you your own boss. This is a job we have. If you choose to do this, you let us know how much it is that you want per job or whatever the case may be. And we'll go from there. So we tend to deal with a lot of contractors versus employees because we really don't believe in the employee thing. And that's something that's biblical that I've learned biblically. And I don't mean to get religion on you guys, but in Genesis chapter 2, verses 4-7, it talks about like how God didn't make nothing until he made man. And what that scripture was pretty much breaking down is that God made us to be managers, and he put us here to manage the earth, not to be employed. So I stick by that.
You're really setting up success for new leaders, new business owners, right?
Yes,
so is that also what you do when you work with various community groups like emergency shelters?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's the same process. No matter where I'm working, it's the same process. I try to employ people, not employ, but get them to contract themselves and teach them the rules. Because the thing is with that, a lot of people think that entrepreneurship is hard, and it is, but it's one of those things where it could be more enjoyable than hard. It just depends on the aspect you're looking at. And for me, it's more enjoyable to get up every day and like Eric Thomas said one day, it's the hunt that I love.
So you still feel that way, Alvin, from all the vision that you have starting Fox Cities Errands and More, with being your own boss and all that stuff, you still have the same kind of motivation?
Yes, I do. And the thing that keeps me motivated is I listen to a lot of motivational videos in the morning when I get up. I do that to stay motivated. I know that if I don't work, then my family not able to be taken care of. I know that if I don't get out here and do some of the things I do, that I can't I'm not able to learn to be able to teach the next entrepreneur how to do or what to do or whatever the case may be. The other thing too is I my kids, I know that I want to leave something for them. So that's again, that's my motivation to just get up. So yes, I'm still hungry. I'm still motivated. I do things to stay motivated. I try to get around other business-minded people and feed off of them. I go to different meetings to just try to keep myself in the loop of what's going on and things like that. So yes, I'm still hungry, still motivated.
So when you and Amanda, because she's also obviously a co-owner of your company, when you look at the horizon for Fox Cities, Errands, and More, what do you see in about 5 years?
What we want to do in 5 years is we kind of want to expand. We're looking at it in two different ways. One, we want to kind of utilize our business as like a temp agency, kind of sort of, where we have the business and we shoot it out to different contractors, as I was explaining earlier. We kind of want to shoot the jobs out to different contractors. And the other thing is we kind of want to expand to the point to where we want to put different offices in different locations. Like we want one in Fond du Lac, one in Oshkosh, one in Green Bay, and then we're shooting toward Madison.
Wow, that's amazing. And Alvin, just as we wrap up, is there anything else you want to share with your fellow business owners here in Northeast Wisconsin? Any words of advice as you're now a seasoned business owner?
What I would share with you guys is just starting your business. The biggest thing is you gotta brand yourself, because there's people out there that don't know your business even exists. So what you have to do is you have to brand yourself. And I'll give you guys some of the techniques we use. We use Facebook Market. We use Facebook itself. We interact with everybody on Facebook. We go to different meetings. We try to stay engaged with the community to figure out what's the next event and try to be there with our business cards, and not just with our business cards, but to help and give back. One of the biggest things you could do is be a part of your community, because when you become a part of your community, people know that you care and not just out there saying that you care. Your action will speak, and you will also get support like that as well. Another thing is be clear, which I wasn't too much about my services when I first started, but make sure people understand what your services is and what it is that you are offering. Because when we first started, we had an issue with the word errands. People were like, "Oh, what is that?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." I knew it as a kid when I grew up, so I thought I figured everybody else knew, but a lot of people didn't know the term. So we spent a lot of time explaining what it is. Now people understand what it is. So now it helps us, and we kind of explain it with our business cards and things like that. You can always have a business card on you, because when you're out there, there's going to be somebody that needs your service. And if they don't need your service, that you can offer it to them, and they will offer your card or give it to someone else. We've got a lot of business through word of mouth. People didn't need our service, but they handed the card off to someone else. You got to brand yourself. That's the biggest thing. You have to brand yourself. If you don't brand yourself, nobody knows you're there. So the other thing we do is go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
The other thing we do too is we put our cards in the Quick Trips. We put our cards in the Ace Hardwares. We put our cards in the restaurants. We build rapport with a lot of restaurants. We build a rapport with the city of Appleton, with the city of Menasha, the city of Oshkosh. So we go down there. We talk to those guys about what we offer, and try to see if they have any people, anybody that needs our service. And a lot of times, I try to solicit them for their service to get some city contracts. So you just gotta open your mouth. The Bible said, "Closed mouth don't get fed." So asking, you should receive.
So you just keep going, and you just keep widening your circle, for sure, it sounds like.
Yeah, and you got to.
Yeah. Well, Alvin, too, I was thinking about business cards. It seems like it's not, I guess, that new, but I've seen firsthand on Facebook how just tagging you on various posts. If a friend is asking, hey, I'm having this landscaping problem, or my floor is cracked, do you know anybody that could help? Somebody that's trustworthy and competent. And I've seen several times you being referenced.
Yes, ma'am.
So not just that physical business card, but get that tag on, right? Like,
Yep.
be sure to watch on social media when you get tagged by your friends, because I've seen this times.
Yep, and there's a technique that I don't know if I could try to show it on here, but there's a technique that I use. It's probably gonna come up pretty great. So if you download Business Suites, I don't know if you can see this, but it's an app called Business is Blurry.
Is it on Facebook, the Business Suite on Facebook?
Well, it's Business Suites. So if you go on Business Suites, one of the techniques that we use, you go on Business Suites, and what happens is you can go in there, and what happens is I can go in there, I could put a post, and I could set my post for like 2 months out, and I don't have to go in and really mess with it or anything like that. And that's what we do as well. So we do it. So we may go in there maybe like 4 times, and we set our posts, and they automatically go into our Facebook page every whatever hours we set them to. So that's a technique as well that a lot of people don't know about. That's why you'll see that pop up, and it look like you guys probably thinking that it's me on there. No, it's automatically set, so it's doing it on its own. So.
Well, that's smart, right? You're talking about working smarter, not harder. I mean, if you got tools like that, why not use them, right?
Yes, ma'am. And then the CRM that we have as well, we have a CRM called Market. And what we could do is we can go in there, and out of the 500 customers that we have, we go in there, we put together a flyer or whatever the case may be, and we just hit send, and we pay like $5 to send it out to all 500 people. And we get so many responses to that. And we do that maybe like 2 or 3 times to upsell our customers. So.
Yeah. Well, Alvin, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and really, really so grateful that you were able to hop on. I know we had some technical issues earlier with Zoom, and I'm just so grateful that we're able to figure it out and that you were able to take the time, because I know how extremely busy you and Amanda are,
Yes.
but doing all the things that you're doing and making our community better. So really big thank you, Alvin. And best of luck in your efforts in growing your company. And just want to big shout out to everybody who joined in today. Ramona is here, just sharing some love for you. Great insight. Thanks for sharing, Alvin. And so just wanted to say too, please be sure to tune in to the next Spotlight. That's next month. If you're interested in being the Spotlight, please just let us know. We would love to feature you. And then we have an open general session meeting that's going to be on November 8th at 6:30 here on Facebook Live. And so be sure to hop on to that to be able to engage with Colorbold leadership and ask questions about where Colorbold is going next. So thank you all for tuning in. And Alvin, thanks again so much for joining in on this Spotlight.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too.